Hello, little boy. What flavor ice cream would you like to have today? Hello, everybody on YouTube. It's your boy, the Memphis XLR, welcoming you back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Cabin Fever, the show where you and me are locked in a log cabin together for the whole month of January playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Together. Today, everybody, we have ourselves an Exodia deck, the heart of the underdog style Exodia deck, where we're just trying to draw a whole bunch of normal monsters and just summon out Exodia. That's the whole nature of this here deck. And we got ourselves our deck here today. We show off them wombos and combos, the what do's and the what not do's. Pretty straightforward. Just draw out all the things, get Exodia. It's going to be good. So, big shout out to our boy Jankmaker who made us this deck via our Discord. I did take up a couple of cards that were kind of getting in the way, but it's all good. It's all his stuff. I didn't add anything. I just took out a couple cards we didn't need as much. So, big shout out to Mr. Jankmaker who made us this deck for us to enjoy today. Very much appreciated. So, we're going to be going into today's episode. We're going to show off this deck, have ourselves a good old time on old EDO Pro, that Wild West of Yu-Gi-Oh!, and show off how this here deck works. So if you want to know the whole deck list, that's going to be at the end as usual. For now, don't forget to hit all the good buttons down below to help the channel out. And without further ado, let's go on to the action and show off what this baby can do. Alright everybody, it's time for our first opponent, another day and another card game. Let's see what we've got for an opening hand here. It's an interesting one. I don't have much, but I got some pendulum scales if I ever need them. So that's good. I'll be able to keep in touch with my monster side. And we got our good old boys, the Dragoons of Draconia. Really cool old-fashioned, pendulum normie monsters. That way we have a little bit of a plan B in this deck. So we got the Dragoons of Draconia. And that's about it at the moment. We really need the heart of the underdog. Once we get into that, the deck goes all through. Because that's the whole name of this deck here today. You know, we just want to get out the heart of the underdog. You know, every time I draw a normal monster in the draw phase, I get to draw another card. And again and again and again. You know, potentially drawing out the whole deck. You know, it's a really powerful card if you get to think about it. So, we'll see what we get going. Like I said, once we get the heart of the underdog. But we already have one piece of Exodia. Things looking pretty good there. What is this? Evil Hero Toxic Bubble, you say? Evil Hero Infernal Gainer. Interesting. What's this do? Doesn't do anything. Neither of these do much. Okay, cool. Oh, we have the Obliterate Trap. That can be very useful later, but it can also let me bounce stuff, so that's pretty good. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and ye olden battle phase. Good old Dragoon Dragonia is pretty big. He's 1,800 solid points. I got a lizard and a musket. Let's do it. And thanks to my Sky Dragoons, because I did some battle damage. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Blow up the face down card. I don't trust it. Trust it as much as I can throw it. Okay. Interesting. Evil Blast. Okay, my boy over here, playing him Evil Heroes, he's trying to do some snarky things. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. I mean, I could do some snarky things, too. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking of doing. I think he was thinking this, like, got a boost or something. Or maybe he didn't see that Draconia Dragoons was, like, bigger. Hard to say. What do we got now? So on this card, that monster gets bigger. Interesting. Why is he putting everything in defense mode? Is he scared of my Dragoons? Possibly. Potentially. Tribute set? I don't know what that could mean a lot of things. I have not seen a tribute set in a long, long while. Alright, but that's beside the point. Okay, we're getting the Exodia bits, which is cool and all. But I need more. Let me think about this. I shall activate the effect of my monster. Raise Bell the Summoner. I can change my monster's level. Which doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form, unfortunately. Not playing any synchros for some reason, even though we have, like, tuners and stuff, but... Let's go ahead. I'm assuming this is Bane. I guess. No? It's Necrom. Okay. Well, that was my next choice. Okay. I mean, I know this is a pretty slow Exodia deck. Listen, once I get Heart of the Underdog, things go way faster. But you know what? It's a lot more interesting to see than just like standard Exodia, at least in my opinion. You know, because in standard Exodia, you're just like draw, 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 draw forever. You know? And then it just gets kind of dull. So let's see. Vicious Claw gonna attack me, huh? But little did you expect the obliteration trap. So we're gonna use this thing's effect. We're gonna go ahead and bounce back Vicious Claw by ditching an Exodia. In this case, our Exodia Incarnate. I would ditch an Exodia piece, but I have no recovery for it at the moment, so I don't want to risk it. Oh, there it is. Aha! Alright, here we go. Heart of the Underdog. So from now on, if I would happen to draw into one of my boys, I am good. Let's see. Unfortunately, my opponent, I don't think he's going to be playing any monster effects in my turn. At least not yet. Mayhaps later. But at the moment, not quite. But we'll beat over Necrom as we do. We'll pop this set card. Let's see. Interesting thought process here. I would have to do damage, but one cool thing I can do with Obliterate is that if I do damage to my opponent, I can use Sky Dragoons to pop Obliterate, and if I do, Obliterate will get me back one of my cards. So that could be potentially an interesting way of getting things back. Alright, what are you doing now? Summoning out another evil hero boy, being, malicious delicious. The Edge Man. He's so edgy. Ugh. Alright. Tribute with one tribute, as you do. Alright. But I'm going to use Obliteration. I'm going to go ahead and bounce the Malicious Edge. Oh. I hit Exodia by mistake. Okay, that's actually, again, that's not a problem. Again, I just need to do damage. I can blow up Obliterate. And we'll be good. Thing is, do I want to do that just yet? Probably a bad idea. Probably not a good idea to do that just yet. I need to keep this on the board at least a little longer. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer and we'll be okay. Okay. I mean, I'm glad that my opponent's playing. This is like one of the slowest Evil Hero decks I've ever seen. But I'm okay with that. You know, this is why I like Yugioh Pro. You can just have a nice chilled time with somebody, you know? It doesn't always happen. There's like a rare occurrence of this, but I'll take it. Take it, shake it, and bake it. Let's see what we got. Another not effect. I don't need no effect monsters. Alright, let me think about what we're going to do here. I got the Snipe Hunter, which is awesome. So let's summon out Snipe Hunter. You know? If I'm going to be drawing a whole bunch of cards off the Heart of the Underdog, which we haven't done yet, this lets me facilitate more stuff. So let's pop that face down, perhaps. That'd be cool. Yeah. Sorry, Avion. It's time for you to go. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, he's got something. He's got something. We just don't know what it is yet. Some kind of trap card. Alright. Keep going, my Dracoon. Man, my boy is... You know, for just being a lizard dude on a musket... on a musket, that's a different card entirely. No, being a lizard dude on top of a dinosaur... Dinosaur on dinosaur... Pretty... Doing good. He's doing pretty dang good, I have to say. Alright. But I'm not satisfied. Like, we've got 2 pieces Exodia, and a third I can get whenever I'd like. Because I can just use Snipe Hunter, too, to blow up Obliterate. I just can't ditch another Exodia piece, is the thing. And my opponent, sadly, surrenders. So, an interesting duel. You know, my opponent was able to get some evil heroes going, but I don't know if he bricked or his deck was just made to be more casual-minded, which, again, I'm fine with. But I'm only partly satisfied. Yes, we're getting Exodia pieces, but I didn't actually get to draw Heart of the Underdog, so it's a start, but not a finish. So let's go for duel number 2. Show off more what this deck could do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. I'm ready to go first again, which is nice. Opening hand. It's an interesting affair. It's a very interesting affair. So we'll set 2 cards and see where this is going to go. My opponent searches a lot. This can be very productive because we have the Shared Ride spell. Yeah, for the rest of the turn after you play this thing, every time your opponent activates or, yeah, they add a card from their deck to their hand, I get to draw another card. So it's kind of like Max C, in a sense. Kinda. Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. But it's only when my opponent's still, like, doing a lot of searching. Nemleria doesn't search too terribly much, but they do search a little bit. So that could be very good. Although this just straight up puts the card on the board, but if I remember correctly, yeah, it's per multiple cards too. I can draw one card. Okay. But yeah, I know the Dream Tower lets him search out more of his monsters. I remember Nemleria's their whole shtick is just put some big old level 10s on the board, banish the extra deck, yada yada yada. That sort of thing. But at least you get to draw some stuff, so that's good. I would love to draw into an Exodia piece, and I could use this legendary Exodia Incarnate. Let's see, so this is the one that lets you banish a face down card from the extra deck to negate things that target, which is fine. I do not target. Not really. I mean, I have Snipe Hunter, I suppose you can negate that. That's about it. And Orleo just makes things bigger. Reviel is the one that lets you banish cards, summon them out, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wow. My dude, you just really want to get some stuff. Yes, you do. And unfortunately, him drawing things does not activate Shared Ride. But that's totally fine. And now he's got another Dark Monster on the board, which is exactly what we were hoping he would do. Now I can Super Pilot him and get rid of that Ice Cream Monster and the Gizmek Alrochi. So that's something. That'll work. That'll work. Sadly, yeah, the only Super Poly target we're really running is Starving Venom. Although I can also First of the Dragons myself if need be. So that's pretty cool. What do you do? Oh, no, not him too. My lord. Okay, so he's just really just setting up the whole... Oh, right! I went first. I totally forgot. We'll let Leader of Millions hit us. That's fine. I kind of need to let him hit me with something. Alright. Let's go ahead and Super Duper Poly. We'll ditch a Snipe Hunter. And make our boy. So, fusion with these two. Summon out Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. And we're going to use his effect. What was this effect? Gain the attack of an opponent's special summon monster. That one, because he's big. I will become even bigger. Because even Orlear can make his monsters bigger, but not this big. Not that big at all. Alright, he did keep an extra deck, though, so that's very interesting. Guess they really just wanted to do something there. Wanted to do something. A little bit of something. I can respect it. Alright. Art of the Underdog. Nice. Now I just need to live. That's always the trick with the Art of the Underdog builds. Is you just kind of have to live. It's kind of like the most important thing is just to like get this on the board and then like live a few turns. That being said, let me think about this. This will blanket wipe out his stuff, but I would have to be destroyed. And Hidro Millones is all about not destruction. So here's my idea, my process. We'll attack the sheep. He may protect the sheep. That is very likely. He'll protect the sheep. Because he can just banish one of his extra deck cards to protect the sheep. But maybe he won't protect the sheep. That's the hope anyway. If not, we're probably going to die here. I don't know. It's a hard call, man. I mean, I have other monsters and stuff. Uh-oh. Okay, Orlier is going to make himself bigger. Even though I'm attacking a totally different monster. I think he's just trying to... Yeah, he's just banishing his cards as he does. Alright. Understandable. Let's see here. I can't summon Pankratops. Is that the call here? Target a card, opponent controls. And this works on anything, right? Nemleria. Yes. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to special summon Pank and Spank. We just need a solid defense. Like I said, this is what we need to do. Okay, so what else? Does it do something else? Oh, I'm dumb. Wait. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked on Eater Millions anyway. Okay, never mind. I was about to say I could have copied Eater's effect. That would have been pretty good. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Unfortunately not. But yeah, my opponent's low on a deck at this point. So I don't... It's hard to say if he has any more search off Dream Tower. I'm going to guess not, but he might. Possibly. Maybe, but I kind of doubt it. And he definitely can't go for that Gizmo Karochi again. Almost has no deck left. You know? It'd be one thing if Nemleria were all about... Oh, my lord, you do still have a search off this. Yeah. Oh, no. I'm going to get hit by the evil Sith Lord lady. If y'all are unfamiliar with this channel, we have some very deep lore. And part of that lore is that this little girl is an evil Sith Lord. It only makes sense. These are in her dreams. You cannot call this a normal little girl. Impossible. But unfortunately, yeah, he's just going to spin everything I own back into the banish pile. Oh, no, that's just spite. Okay, he is just hitting everything. Yeah, he banished everything, and he banished all of my things. So, it was a closey one, kinda, sort of, in a way, in its own special little way. But unfortunately, that is going to be game right there. Unfortunately, he was able to get all of his stuff banished. That's what Nemlerias do. So we take a loss, but you know, we were. I was really hoping Shared Ride would do more. If this guy was playing something meta-ish, Nemlerias are definitely not meta. But you know, if this guy was just searching a lot more, then Shared Ride would have definitely been good. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. So let's pick ourselves back up. We'll go for duel number 3. We just want to see Exodia. That's the most important thing with an Exodia deck, is to get the dude out there. Alrighty, everybody, it's time for our third opponent to fight in third. Let's go in all through, fight for our right to summon Exodia. This is the third duel, and we've started getting into Exodia, but we haven't gotten him. I won't feel fully satisfied until we do. We could have just gone first with this hand. This is a beautiful going first hand. I mean, we got the Shared Ride spell and everything, which is like a really cool card. It's kind of like Max C. Kinda. Sort in a way. In a way, it's like Max C. Because my opponent starts searching out cards. Shared Ride will let me get more cards myself. So let's go ahead and set a bunch of stuff. Yeah, let's reload. I don't really like that opening hand, so this'll work just fine. I can work with this. So now I just need my opponent to start searching a whole bunch of stuff. You know? Dragon Ravine. Let's see. Okay. Dragon Ravine can mean a lot of things. Let's see. What are you going to do? Gonna send a card. Okay. So apparently this is a Felgrand deck, which it can be good or bad depending on what he's gonna do. We'll see, because now in this turn... yes. Heart of the Underdog. Draw me more cards. Please just draw me like 10, 20 cards. Okay. One card will do. Okay, so... Felgrand is going to be on the board. Thankfully, Felgrand only banishes monsters. So that's a good thing. That's pretty good. Destroys a monster with balance. Into the graveyard. Blah, blah, blah. Bleep, blap, bloop, bloop. Rageki. I'd rather you just not have that, if possible. And I could summon Hollow. I feel like I just need to set up a defensive thing, because that's what Heart of the Underdog's about. You know? Yeah, you want to aggressively draw normals, but if you can't do that for whatever reason, you just kind of have to sit there and hope for the best. But if I get another one of these, oh baby. Alright, sending more Pandemic Dragon, what the heck is this? Pay life points, other face-up monsters get smaller. Target a monster on the field with attack less than equal to this card's destroy. Okay, interesting. Summon a dragon from the hand. Kid Modo Dragon. Fascinating. Oh, balls. I recognize you, but I don't remember what it does. Attacks a monster. Attack this card against twice that monster's attack. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I was really hoping he would just, like, start searching, but this guy doesn't seem to be very interested in actually searching anything. Seems to be more interested in sending cards to the GY. Alright. Aha! Okay, so let me read this card. Monster special summon, except for the graveyard. Control monster. Negate that face-up monster's effects. Send a face-up card, control the graveyard, do a thing. Alright. I need to open up room. So, I'm going to go ahead and negate this dude and punch him with Hallow Hallow. I know, very risky play here, but I feel like I need to interact here. I need to interact a little bit with my opponent. Otherwise, we're just sitting here and stuff. So we'll see. Now, it's all up to... Now, one important thing about Heart of the Underdog, very important. You can draw multiple cards if you draw, like, the one normal in the draw phase. The thing is... It's a good thing I have... Oh, yeah. Anyway, what I was about to say is that the big thing about Heart of the Underdog is that if the last card you draw off of this is not a normal monster, you get a whole heck of a lot of nothing. It's very important to know that. Anyway, we're going to do a third Heart of the Underdog. Oh, yeah. Needlebug Nest. Okay. Can't really do anything about it. What do you got? Tyrant? I love this guy's deck. I don't even know what he's... Okay, he's playing like a 60-ish card deck. But I love everything about it. He's playing all these crazy dragons and stuff. I mean, he hasn't summoned too much yet, but I'm just going to keep punching him with Hallow Hallow. And we'll end our turn. Alrighty. Now I just need to draw a normie monster and also get something to recover my arm. My arm! He's going to keep ditching dragons. That's what he does. I assume he has another Arc Brave. Yeah, there we go. Another Arc Brave dragon. Yep. As I suspected. Let's see. Man, I just really wanted to, like... Hold on. This activates in the standby phase, yeah. I'm going to activate Shared Ride, even though it's kind of a waste, but I needed an open zone. My opponent is clearly not doing anything. So, heyo. Sea Dragoons will let me draw 3 whole cards. Eat that, modern gameplay draw standards. Alright. Who do I really need in this particular instance? Alright, definitely don't need another Obliterate. Not especially. Let's see, we're good. We'll see how this is going to go. So I'll activate in standby, unfortunately. He's going to banish. No! You monster! You absolute fiend. You have no soul. Well, unfortunately, folks, that means no Exodia. And now I am very sad. Now I'm just sad panda. Oh, well. Well, that just stinks. We just got everything we wanted, and my opponent's like, no. No to Exodia. That is an unfortunate state of affairs. The fact that we lost that Exodia arm will not help us at all. Now I just feel bad. I really wanted to go for Exodia. We have the combo. That's the thing. We have everything we want. Everything. Dragon's Mirror. Using it to pray tell what? Would that be First of the Dragon Lords or whatever his name is? Or something else that I'm completely unaware of? Five-headed dragon? Maybe. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh, wow. That's so impressive. It can't be destroyed by battle. Okay. That's whatever. I can literally just bounce this, but you do you. And you just gonna keep doing that? Okay. Alright, Mr. Fancy Pants. I hope your pants are nice and dry, because they're not gonna be much longer. You stole Exodia from me. And for that, I will make you pay. Man, all I wanted to do was summon Exodia. Was that such a problem or something? Apparently so. But you know, at the very least, while I may not be able to Exodia, I will show off the full power of Heart of the Underdog. I will show off everything this will do. Actually, it feels so dumb. Originally, this deck did have Pot of Acquisitiveness, but I don't... Yeah, I could have, if I had that. That just goes to show me, I did not have the card this was originally had. I mean, it was a one-card thing, but still. What can you do? How was I to know? I don't typically have these in the grave, except for, like, very brief periods. That's on me. But, hey, Snipe Hunter's gonna have so much ammo. I'm gonna Snipe Hunter this guy's entire existence. Also, no. No more Arc Brave Dragons. Nuh-uh. You deny me my Exodia arm, I deny you your dragons. In fact, hold on. Yes. That's right. It's time for you to suffer the smell of defeat. I may not be able to Exodia, but I can dang well beat my opponent with a leg. If there's nothing else to be said, I can at least do this. I mean, I will still give my opponent some credit. This was a very... I love seeing Felgrand decks. And this was an interesting one. Like, I don't even remember Tyrant Dragon hardly. That was cool. Let's see. Is there anything else I can do? Nope. So I guess I'll just discard a bunch of stuff. Let's see. 1, 2, and 3. That will do. Alright, but this should be just about the end of the duel. I doubt there's anything he can actually do at this point. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. I kind of doubt it. I mean, if he had something else, he would do it. So we'll see in a hot second if there's anything else he can do. Good old Montage Dragon. Now there's a dude. I should remember Montage Dragon for our frickin' Highlander build we gotta do in a few days. Yes. That would be cool. Just like a one-off thing. Sure. What's this do? Okay. Banish this card, target a dude. Add to hand. Okay. Neato. Who did you get? Dragon of Pride and Soul. Nope. What on earth does Dragon of Pride Soul do? Opponent has 25 or more cards in the graveyard. Well, maybe that could have happened, my man. But you did not want me to explode you. Therefore, we'll never know. Because you's about to be defeated by the left leg of Exodia. Look at it. We have all the other pieces, pretty much. Let's see. Who are we missing? We got 1, 2. I'm missing an arm. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm missing the arm. I'm missing an arm. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't really matter too much. Let's go for the battle phase. Hallow. Take it to him. Left leg. Hey, I might not have summoned Exodia, but I kicked him with Exodia, so okay. That'll be fine by me. So, there you go. Full power of Heart of the Underdog. Full display. So, let's go over the end screen. We'll talk more about this deck. Alright, everybody. So, our Heart of Exodia deck went 2-1, which is honestly a lot better than I was expecting this deck to do. It's a lot slower than your typical Exodia deck, but it's a lot more interesting when it goes off. And the build today was an interesting one. You know, I love seeing Pendulum Normies. It's a very cool strategy to do. Things didn't go perfect. We didn't get to summon Exodia, but at the very least, we got to see a little bit of Exodia here and there, doing things and doing stuff. We got to summon out the wazoo thanks to Heart of the Underdog, so I call this one a partial success, you know? So, again, big shout out to our boy Jank Maker for making this one, so clearly my removals have changed something in this one, so I'm going to show off the deck profile for the original build. So, thank you very much for everybody for watching at home. Don't forget to hit up all the good buttons below to help support the channel. Next time, we're looking at, let's see what's next. Next, we're looking at Rose Dragons. So, that's going to be interesting. So, tune in for that one. And here is the deck profile for anyone who wants to take a look at a classical Exodia build and try it out for yourself. See how you will like it. So, for the main deck, we have 3 copies of Sky Dragoons of Draconia, 3 Flash Knight, 3 of the regular Dragoon, 3 Rise Barrel Summoner, 3 Hallow, 3 Sea Dragoons Draconia, obviously 1 of each Exodia piece and an Abiru, 3 copies of Exodius, 2 copies of Legendary of the Exodia Incarnate, 1 copy of Bankin's Bank, 3 copies of Snipe Hunter, 1 Phantom Skyblaster Exodia with 1 DD Crow. We have 1 Instant Fusion, we have Regeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, Triple Talents, 1 Pot of Avarice, Slash Draw, Shared Ride, 3 Mystic Space Typhoons, 3 Reload, 1 Call of the Grave, 1 Super Poly, 1 Pot of Acquisitiveness, Crossout Designator, 3 of the all-important Heart of the Underdog, 1 Imperm, 1 Evenly Matched, and 3 Obliterate. Extra deck includes a Relinquished Anima, Link Rebo, 2 Link Spiders, 1 Underclock Taker, Nightmare Cerberus, Phoenix, and Unicorn with Dark the Dark Charmer. Let's see who else we got. We got Daiguster Emerald, Evil Storm Exciton Knight, Dime Thief for Doer, Thousand Eyes Restrict, Starving Venom Dragon, and First of the Dargans. For the side deck, if you find you need it, we got ourselves Winged Dragon Raw Sphere Mode, some Electrical Snakes. If my opponent's discarding my hand, it's very, very funny. We have Storming Venom Fusion Dragon. We have things like Lightning Storm, Dark Hole, Foolish Burial, Monster Reborn, some Mirrors of the Ice Barrier, another Super Poly, more Pot, and a Witch's Strike. So that was the deck, everybody. I hope you very much enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, stay safe and happy, and y'all have a good one. Take care.
Cabin fever is ravaged all aboard. This once-proud vessel has become a floating psycho ward. We were